So obviously that Friday I'm hanging out with my friends and my kids are playing with their friends in the front yard. We're all having a great time. And I text Kayla and I said, because she wanted me to build a studio in the house next to them that they have. And she thought that weekend I was going to come build a second studio so that I could stay there longer with her. And maybe she could come over during some of the shows and watch and do that kind of a thing. And I said, she's like, oh, so you're coming to build the studio this weekend. And I said, honey, I don't think I'm coming to build a studio. In fact, I don't think I'm coming back. And she took that really hard. And we started, she started texting emotionally, and so did I. And then Nick came in over the top. You motherfucker, you piece of shit. You led my wife on, which was that's a weird thing to say. And I'm kind of going backwards. I'll go backwards with this story, but then it just became this big, just the ball started rolling downhill. I think Nick was probably on something at the time.
No.
It ended with, why don't you fucking do the world a favor and K yourself? But how we got to that
sounds like a rational thought.
Yeah, but how we got to that moment.
At least Johnny's not crying.
We have to go back. The day before we went out to have dinner with Nick's parents and his children. Nick's parents were watching the children at the time. And April and I were trying to work on our shit, and we were trying to be cordial because, shit on me all you want. I did want to keep spending time with Kayla. And April and I needed to be cordial, and we needed to work on things. And we did say, maybe we rekindle things as, who gives a shit? All right. The whole situation was fucked up. April and I went on a little.
Johnny Chopsticks has many sclerosises, and he's looking at Aaron Imholte like, you fucking idiot.
So we went to dinner. First of all, here's a problem I had. And I don't know, maybe this is just me being a little picky. But Nick's parents had been watching the kids all week, and we'd all been hanging out and doing whatever the fuck we wanted all week while Nick's parents were in town watching his children. Mm-hmm. And then when it came to, it was Kayla's parents, Nick's parents, the kids, and the four of us. And when the tab came, Nick's dad was going to pick up the check. And I grabbed it. I said, no, give it here. I thought Nick should have picked it up. Like, to me, when your parents...
The least you could do is...
It's a very complicated situation. I just want to give it some texture, some context. I mean, not texture, context.
Your kids
when your
pay
parents
for dinner.
When your parents watch your children, you buy them dinner. I believe. You do something nice for them.
Yeah, so but when you're doing wife swaps, it changes the whole equation, Aaron, to be totally fair. Changes the whole equation, don't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, don't you need like a calculator?
Yes.
When you're doing wife swaps and who's got the kids, who's paying for dinner, who's got the appetizers, I'll get the tip.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that this guy, this clown, Rekieta's dad is taking him out. Did he know what was up? Did he try to clean the dishes?
I told Nick's dad, I said, thank you so much for watching the kids. Appreciate it and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. So we have dinner. And then April and I go on a lakeside beach walk. Not like a romantic one. We were just hanging out, talking. We were just trying to hang out with each other, trying to...
I can't remember which wife is his. So April's his wife, right?
Yes.
So he's like, you know what? I'm going to fuck this other lady, but I'm going to go on a beach walk with my wife, the old ball and chain.
Pick up the pieces and put things back together. After all.
Am I the last American prude? I mean, what in the hell's going on? Pat Dixon wants to watch everybody. I mean, does anyone just have fornication and watch a movie?
All of our fighting and everything. So, as April and I are doing that, April had this thing. She had some possessive shit that I think caused a lot of problems between her and Kayla. One of those things was the studio where Nick did his show. I remember one time I was at boxing, and April used to come to the gym with me. And actually, Kayla used to come to the gym. Nick and Kayla would come to the gym on boxing night. Kayla would like to watch me spar.
This is so gay. I mean, it's supposed to be cool, but it's so gay. She come to watch me spar. Oh,
That was a thing that she liked to do, and that was really sweet, and I liked that. But
that was sweet when my mistress comes to watch me spar when my wife's there too. That's sweet of her.
and I remember one of the like 20, 21-year-old kids that really good middleweight. He was kind of infatuated with Kayla a bit. Like when she would go, I think so-and-so is looking at me when he's boxing. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching. I'm like, he's totally, yeah, he would check out Kayla. It was kind of silly and cute. Like it just,
So you were using her to like bait your opponents? It's like, yeah, look at them
Right.
titties. Bam. Just
and then you give him a
block
quick
'em.
check hook and get out of the corner as they're staring at, the beautiful women. So, that Thursday I went, so I'm backing way the fuck up now. This is way before the dinner thing, and I'm jumping around. Forgive me. One Thursday I'm boxing, and this is, April had been, more and more into this, the drinking and the party lifestyle and the substances. And she didn't come to the gym with me, which sucked. I hated that.
It's a bad.
I was sparring. I'm sitting outside the ring. I'm checking my phone, and Nick sent a text that said, "Hey guys, don't come over tonight. Kayla wants to spend some time with me in the studio."
Oh, that's cute. She wants to spend some time with her husband.
She wants to hang out with me in the studio during the show. That was April's thing. April felt really possessive of the studio. And I know people are going to hear this and go, that's fucked up. Guys, this whole thing's fucked up. I come home because I know April's going to be fucked up over this. I come home from boxing. Her and I are talking, and she is a wreck. She's like, that is my special place, and she doesn't respect it. She's made him feel like shit about his show, and she shouldn't be there. I should be there, and this, that, and the other thing. Meanwhile, Kayla's texting.
Johnny has multiple sclerosis, and he's like, you fucking losers. You non-sick losers. You guys are healthy, yet you throw your lives away with this fucking debauchery.
Me about it, and I'm like, honey, go ahead. Like my thing about the whole deal was, if you and Nick are getting along better, you and I can, we can operate with less eyeballs on us and stuff like that, and that'll be good. That's a positive thing. You guys go ahead and do that. April and I will hang out at home tonight. And I always liked hanging out with April by myself. And most of the time she did too, but she was fucking infuriated on this one.
Okay. Go ahead, caller. Whew. I mean, I can't even. Well, you guys like to do your own Stevie Lou. I mean, I'm the only one who can keep a fucking relationship going.
Mm-hmm.
And this Bob Levy 5 times, Pat Dixon 7 times, Stevie Lou he's going solo. I mean, these clowns. But at least.
I forgot how much Aaron and I have in common. We've got the boxing thing going on, and also the marriage troubles. Now, I never have taken a part in any swinging personally, besides having nunchucks swung at my head at one point. But I don't think that's the same thing.
That's it.
This would be a very strange plot to a Rocky film, if you think about it, though. That the Rocky boxer is bringing his cuckold situation to the gym, and Jesus Christ, that's
Okay, Felicia, as a female, what do you think? I mean, what in the fuck is happening?
I also think the whole thing is messed up. I mean, I haven't been watching every clip, but it sounds like he's admitting that he was falling in love with the other woman.
Yeah, they want to do a wife swap, and also listen. I don't know if you guys saw the Yankee clip.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankee Clipper. That was Joe DiMaggio. All right, Peterson and fellow Yankee pitcher Mike Kekich swap wives and children. This is from Wikipedia. An arrangement the pair announced at spring training in March 1973. What happened was the story that the New York Post clip doesn't give the whole thing. They were just hanging around with each other. They would go on double dates. They played for the Yankees, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, they noticed they really like the other one's spouse. The Peter, and then I guess they're like, let's just do it. But they swapped the children too, which is insane. The Peterson and Kekich families have been friends since 1969, and so 4 years later they announced that they're gonna Peterson. So it took them 4 years to be like, you know what, let's just switch families.
So this is
imagine
crazy.
having a new dad.
So this is crazy. I had never heard that story, but I used to work at a country club 20 years ago in Westchester, where that was a known situation, where there was two families that lived like next door to each other on the same fucking block that did exactly what you're talking about. The kids, they both had different sets of kids, and they just did a straight swap. And the kids were too young to remember.
So the kids, the kids stayed in the house. It's like,
yes, and that's the crucial part. If the kids are like under 3-4 years old, you could pull that off, and they would never actually really remember any of it. And it's just like everyone else in the neighborhood knew, but it was like a well kept like country club secret that these fucking dudes just swapped.
Peterson and the former Suzanne Kekich remained married, but the relation between Kekich and Marilyn Peterson did not last very long. By June, the Yankees traded Kekich. So then the other Kekich was out of the picture because now he was with Cleveland, and he just left the family behind. It's a love story. It wasn't anything dirty, Peterson told a reporter. It's pretty dirty. I cannot be happier with anybody in the world. Mama and I guess that's his nickname for his new wife. Mama and I go out and party every night. We're still on the honeymoon, and it's been a real blessing.
Sounds like cocaine to me.
I could never.
That was
do
the 1970s.
Coke was around back then. But
All right,
wow.
what's happening now? Yeah, Coke's still around. What do you mean Coke was around back then?
I mean, it sounds like a similar situation here where you got cocaine, you got people playing fast and loose, got children around, and here we are.
Boundaries are good.
I just got to say, I was very happy to see that you got the start of the show with the mic. This time, no issues at all. I was fucking very proud of that moment this morning.
I did it yesterday.
I don't know if I was watching yesterday, but that's a good thing.
Okay, I got to do some paperwork.
What happened? Jesus Christ.
I don't know, Stevie. Would you ever even try something like that?
No. What I've always been, privy to is that these things just they never work out. I remember Anthony Cumia has famously always said that these threesome scenarios, someone's always going to have their heart broken at the end of it, either the guy or the girl, because it just sounds real good,
Well, they did it to Opie. Fucking Cumia's infamous with the threesomes. He did it when Jimmy Norton came in. He kicked Opie to the curb. He did, and then he did it with his wife, his first wife. She wanted to have a threesome, and then as soon as he met the new gal, he kicked his wife to the curb. So that's his MO. Opie. Somebody brings in the third, and Cumia's like, yeah, I like this one way better. Of course, because she's fucking new. You got to be an idiot. You got to be an idiot if you're a wife to bring in. You want to have a threesome? It's like, huh? People are stupid. Anyway, I got to watch some more of this.
That Kayla was down in what she considered her studio because she liked to be down there watching the show with Nick. Now, I can see in Johnny's eyes, he's like, this is super fucked up. Guys,
Yeah,
let's just
that's a little
assume
weird.
let's just assume that every story I'm about to tell you is super fucked up.
I get uncomfortable with people who are like, "Hey, man, let me come over and help you," because like I have a weird wall to mount the flag on. So let me come over and help you mount the flag. And blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't really want people like coming into this space like just all willy nilly. If someone who
What? You have MS, they're trying to help you with something.
Yeah, they're like,
I don't want someone coming to my. It's all willy nilly.
Yeah, they're like, your flag is crooked, bro. can we
He's
fix
like,
this for
it's
you?
okay. I have multiple sclerosis. I have other things to worry about.
Just was like a friend of somebody, started treating like, that's my space. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
So April is really upset about Kayla wanting to be down there with her husband while he does his show. And I was kind of more into the spirit of the exchange, if you will, where I was like, I have this woman and I have this woman. And as long as everyone's happy, this whole situation works better. So that was kind of my take on the whole thing. April's take was, that's my studio. She fucking doesn't give a shit about him and his show. She has made him feel so fucking bad about his show. He tells me about it all the time. And I'm sitting there going, okay, well, this is a problem we need to dedicate time to. We all need to stop shitting on each other behind our backs. That's not good.
How about stay with your own wife? What, are you going to go to double couples therapy? What the fuck? He's trying to like rationalize it. No, then we had to talk.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with this fucking dude?
Now you have to deal with 2 more people.
And they got all these kids, and it's like, I gotta, Kayla's, my wife's very upset. So what does he call Nick Rekieta and go, my wife's very upset that you did a show. I would have been like, it's your wife. At some point, you got to be responsible for your own wife.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be like, oh, she's mad. Okay. You got to fucking calm your wife down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I have a couple right now who are trying to get me to, I think they're grooming me for a threesome.
Thruple.
A throuple. I don't know what they're trying to do. I've never been a part of anything like that.
What are they doing?
Well, they're inviting me over. I went to their place once, and then they
They're invited you over?
Yeah, and
that's crazy. When somebody in New York invites you over, you're like, do you want to kill me, or do you want to throuple me?
Yeah.
You're so paranoid. Any other place, it'd be like, hey, you're new in town. I made you some cookies. In New York, it's like, do you want to fuck me?
Yeah. Well, when you get there, especially if the woman is like, I like to watch my husband fuck other women. That's a pretty big sign.
That is a red flag.
Yeah.
That's grooming.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's grooming.
Yeah.
And who are they? Do they run a comedy club?
No, they don't. No, they don't. And then I went out for a drink with them on Saturday, and it's also weird where as soon as you get to the place, they're like, so what are you doing after this? I'm like, going home. What do you mean? This is the hangout, isn't it? And then she mentioned it again. I made a joke about the guy, and then the woman said something like, he probably wants us to fuck each other. And then I laughed, and she goes, and I'm okay with that. And I'm like, okay,
fuck.
So probably not going to be hanging out.
Are they going to pay you?
That wasn't, no, I'm thinking it's a free thing.
So you're just supposed to like fuck them to spice up their love life?
Yeah, I was supposed to
to
do it
save
for the
their
exposure.
marriage?
Right.
Do they have a nice place, or is it kind of like, they upper class or middle class?
No, there's no money. No, they don't have money. But I think that's the lifestyle, right, of those people, and they don't know what my lifestyle is, so they feel it out by throwing these suggestions out there, and then I just am not really biting.
I don't. Yeah, like, do you think that you give off that vibe that
I don't
down
think
to fuck
so.
a couple? Because I don't think
I did that with a babysitter one time. I said, when we come back, we're gonna have a threesome.
Uh-huh.
Just to feel her out. She was like, huh? She didn't speak English.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it's all, people are insane. People got to learn to fucking calm the fuck down. But I think people think it's super cool. Like, I know Nick Rekieta and April, they all think they're super, super cool. And the fact that Blowhard won't even shut the fuck up about it.
But then again, I was doing it too about my uncomfortability with the drug use and everything. So I wasn't innocent. But this was just so fucked up to me because I'm sitting here counseling my wife about how she feels about her fucking boyfriend.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy, man. That's like cult shit, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they do when they start a cult. They want to fuck your wife because then they like own you or something. They want to see how submissive you are. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised he doesn't need therapy or isn't going to need therapy.
I think he is in therapy right now, from what I understand. Yeah, we talk sometimes.
Who, Aaron?
Yeah, me and we
should be in. He should be in shock therapy.
As his old moderator, I feel like we have a kinship as well.
Have you? Okay, so Well, when's the last time you spoke to him?
This weekend, or no, was it last weekend? Actually, I reached out to him. It was funny. I reached out to him honestly out of the blue just to say how are you, check in on him, and he wanted to know if I was trying to book him for MLC. So that was kind of I got to laugh.
Before he already done it?
Before, yeah, this was right before. He thought that I was calling to try to figure out what his availability was, like I was the booker for you or something. So that was kind of hilarious.
Listen, man. I call me old fashioned, call me Amish. I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's like, just fuck your wife, man. Just fuck your wife. You think this is gonna end well? How is this gonna end well? Like these guys played for the Yankees and this didn't end well. 2 professional ball players, 2 Yankees. And it didn't end well for them. They played for the Yankees. They weren't fucking doing live streams. Two guys who live stream, and they're gonna do a wife swap. It's gonna end well, huh? I'm gonna ask my wife if she wants to do a wife swap and see what her reaction is.
Well, okay, I just got a message here from a professional saying that when the sexual needs of an individual have not been met within the primary relationship, individuals are more likely to look elsewhere for sexual satisfaction. So he's saying that
that's called cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, or in this case, it's swinging. Most swingers engage in swinging about 6 to 8 times a year. This suggests that swinging is not an everyday event, and that perhaps the concept of swinging is a recreational sex may be reflected on the rationale for the behavior. That's a little bit above my head, I think there.
What?
But
read it again. What?
Yeah. Okay. So this suggests that swinging is not an everyday event because most swingers engaged in swinging.
Yeah, because you're gonna get all these babysitters. Of course, it's like. But he said he went over a lot.
Right. He said like multiple dozens, if not 100 times.
Somewhere
I think he
between
said,
many dozens, 2 to 3 dozen, because he said plural.
So that would suggest
between 2 or 3 dozen and 100 times he went over.
Right. So it doesn't seem to be like this.
So wait, you just got a text saying it's 5 to 7 times a year?
Yeah, most on average. That's the average typical swinger lifestyle, is that you're only actually swinging about 6 to 8 times a year and not doing it every weekend.
On average.
That's what I got my info.
Okay, but he's better than average. He's one of the top swingers. There's a pun on the Yankees. He's one of the top swingers. Stevie, why are you confused? Come on, man. This is the easiest show we've ever done. Yeah. We're talking about sex.
Well, because what happens is
you're thinking. You don't have to think.
Well, eventually,
don't
what
think
happened
at
to
all. You take a day off. Take a day off.
No, okay.
You're thinking like, huh? How high are you? High already?
No, I'm very sober. There's no smoking going on here. I'm actually trying.
I can't even.
This is
the easiest show we've ever done. Swinging is stupid.
Yeah, because eventually it wasn't swinging. There wasn't a swing.
No, they got kids.
One way,
they both have kids. So you think, how is it going to end well? One's going to like the other one. So Aaron was trying to act like he was in love with Kayla because he knew his wife was in love with this Rekieta guy. So he had to seem like he was really into her. So then it's equal. But it's never going to be equal. Even when you're in a fucking relationship, somebody likes the other one more than the other one. So it's never exactly equal. So you think this swinging is going to end well? The only advantage that April had is that she had no kids. She had no attachments financially with the kids, so she can do whatever the fuck she wants. Aaron can't. He's got kids. The Rekietas can't. They have hungry kids. 5 hungry kids. And Aaron would try to make them waffles from time to time because he was a good egg.
Apparently, they smelled too. There was a
Of course they smelled. When your parents are swinging, I just don't understand. Listen, this is why you can't live in Minnesota. It's boring as fuck. And this is why people are like, oh, everybody here in these small towns in Appalachia, everybody smokes meth. Yeah, because there's nothing else to do. Literally nothing else to do. So after a while, you start going like, I don't want to fuck my fat wife anymore. So I'll fuck anybody. And then you're like, hey,
got
this
the meth?
this other couple, hey, maybe, but again, no one's ever approached me about swinging. So I guess I put off a negative vibe when it comes to swinging and being a party guy. Imagine if I was swinging, I'd be like, why are you fucking him better than you fucked me? I would be furious. But it's like, but you can hear Aaron in his voice. It's like, no, I'm really into her, because he knew he already lost his wife. So now he's like, he's trying to win something, consolation prize. Like, no, I'm into this lady, calling her beautiful. And we saw the mugshot, Aaron. She ain't beautiful. Trust me. I mean, nobody who's there who you ever see. You remember that headshot, the mugshot of what's that? The one who was in Mean Girls. What's her name?
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, her mugshot. She was stunning. She was like a 10.
Right.
I was like, that's how you know someone's good looking, when they take a mugshot and they're fucking exquisite looking. You're like, when I saw the mugshot, I'm like, holy fuck, she's hot. Because her mugshot was incredible. This April, what's her name? Kayla, her mugshot, she looked like first of all, she looked kind of like a dude. And second of all, she looked like she hadn't eaten in a while. She looked like a hungry fucking dog.
Yeah.
But he's trying to call her beautifully. We're going to wife swap. We're going to family swap. Fucking losers. Without supporters like me, you'd be sweeping the floors of the cellar. Show some respect next time. With what? I started almost on time. Kayla the Ghoul from the mugshot. Kayla. Blah?
Mm-hmm.
Blah? He's saying blah like not good looking?
What you just said exactly, more or less.
Thank you, JG and GG. JG and GG. You guys should do a wife swap. Aaron is almost as delusional as a 200-pounder who says they're... Jesus Christ, I didn't even see this.
Fuck you.
First of all, I like how fucking people call... you know what I started? I can't even make this joke, but everyone calls Felicia dense. I'm like, how many... Listen, she dated Pat Dixon how many times? She is a little dense. I mean, to keep going back to Pat Dixon, you got to be a little stupid. So I don't know about the weight thing, but I got to give you... If that's what you're talking about, yes. Because I'm starting to kick around some of these compound relationships, and I'm like, huh? What?
I mean, if she did have like a higher bone density, then there could be an issue where the pounds, we can't see them, because of the heavier bones. Felicia got me that.
Noga, thank you. Tigger, KB Hagerstown just opened up a new baseball stadium and want to catch a game with me and Joey C sometime. Hashtag fuck Shuley. Hashtag Aaron fuck a junkie 25 to 100 times. How do you get between 25 and 100? And it hasn't been a long time, so it's like, first of all, wouldn't you have a diary to let you know?
A swing diary.
No, just to let you know who you fucked on that day. Was it your wife? Was it Kayla? Just to keep track. So in case she's like, you fucked her more than you fucked me, you were like, no, let me count. That's what I would do. Bro, happy anniversary. Fucking yeah, how can we do such a crazy show on my anniversary? I say it's not my anniversary because I say I got married the Sunday of Memorial Day. My wife said it's the date. I say no, but you got to let the women win sometimes. Anyway, we're gonna do a wife swap tonight after the show, and we'll see what happens. Don't get mad at the help today. The help? What help?
I think that's me and Felicia.
Ed Maloney, Felicia, congrats on Docs and Ray's gym. Normally I abhor. Oh, you haven't been on since then?
No.
Oh my God.
Wow, you got a lot to catch up on.
Oh I forgot. That was incredible. Oh, that was just incredible. Felicia, congrats on. And then now I heard he's gonna sue you.
He's gonna sue Planet Fitness for exposing all of his complaints that have been made about him. He's upset. he's upset that all of the complaints that have been made about him were exposed. That someone was able to call in and someone at Planet Fitness was able to say, oh yeah, we know that guy. He's been a real problem for us here because of other things.
No, it's so easy. Everybody's against the Me Too stuff, but like, it's so you got Me Too so quick. It was unbelievable. Like, even when you said it, I'm like, I just was laughing because I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. And then like the next day, he's like, I can't use my app. I can't use my app.